Only shows on interdimensional cable have a higher body count than Rick and Morty. Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Rick and Morty committed murder.
There's a pile of silverware next to you, and you throw me the one thing that can never kill anything?
All right, okay!
For this list, we're not just looking at Rick and Morty kills, but rather the times they killed in cold blood, by accident, or started a fight that led to over-the-top bloodshed. Yep, these are the times where the ritual duo were the bad guys. As is to be expected, a spoiler alert is now in effect.
You wanna die, Morty? Get in, Bebo!
No!
Number 10, the Zigerions. After putting him and Jerry through a series of simulations, the Zigerions seemingly trick Rick into giving up his recipe for concentrated dark matter.
You're inside a simulation of a simulation inside another giant simulation. We never had the recipe for concentrated dark matter. But we do now!
After seemingly getting what they want, the Zigerions let Rick and Jerry go free. But in the end, it's Rick who gets the last laugh. The aliens break out the party supplies while mixing Rick's recipe, and Prince Nebulon thanks his crew for their hard work and dedication, even going so far as to remind the audience that these are just working-class Joes with families.
And listen, I'm sorry for yelling earlier. I couldn't ask for a better staff. I love you guys, and I love all your families.
As he adds the last ingredient, the concoction creates a massive explosion, killing everyone on board.
What happened back there?
Why don't you ask the smartest people in the universe, Jerry? Oh yeah, you can't. They blew up.
Number 9, Krombopulos Michael.
Selling a gun to a hitman is the same as pulling the trigger!
It's also the same as doing nothing. If Krombopulos Michael wants someone dead, there's not a lot anyone can do to stop him.
This show is no stranger to abrupt deaths, although Krombopulos Michael's demise is among the most surprising, not to mention hilarious. Part of this is because he seems like such an unstoppable force. On a mission to assassinate Fart, this Gromflamite exemplifies the stealthy skills of Ethan Hunt or Solid Snake. Meanwhile, Morty has stolen Rick's car and goes after Krombopulos Michael in an effort to stop him and save Fart's life.
You have arrived at Krombopulos Michael. Your destination is below.
We're all out of off-white Persian.
In doing so, Morty accidentally kills KM, unintentionally ending one life to save another and depriving Rick of his best customer.
Oh, good job, Morty. You killed my best customer, but you saved a mind-reading fart.
Number 8, do as the crystal guides. The season 4 premiere is insanely violent, even by Rick and Morty standards. Of course, this is to be expected when the plot is driven by a death crystal.
Why are they called death crystals? Do they kill you?
You're thinking of bullets, Morty. Death crystals show you how you're gonna die.
As Morty gives himself to the crystal, he begins to go Akira on society. After sending one psychotic bully up into the stratosphere, Morty swiftly deals with 2 others. He leaves the authorities in pieces, and the carnage climaxes once the army shows up.
Shield me from the law! Yes, sir!
Using Rick's weapons, Morty is able to rip apart the soldiers' DNA, turning them into piles of mush. According to the judge at Morty's trial, he reduced a total of 13 men to ash. We also know for a fact one of the bullies is dead because, in the post-credit scene of the following episode, his face is on a milk carton in the fridge. Number 7, the Miniverse and Teenyverse. In order to power his car, Rick creates a microverse in his car battery, a miniature universe in which the inhabitants unknowingly work as slaves.
Looks like something's wrong with the microverse battery. We're gonna have to go inside.
When the car won't start, Rick learns that a scientist inside his microverse has created his own microverse, a universe inside a universe inside a universe. Rick doesn't hesitate to destroy the second microverse. Miniverse.
Dumb name.
Which in turn obliterates all life within it.
You monster! Whoa, bad tour.
Rick even implies that he was willing to, and absolutely would have destroyed his original microverse if the citizens within it didn't behave and continue to generate power for him. Dark.
He knew that once I got back to my car, one of 2 things was gonna happen. I was gonna have to toss a broken battery, or the battery wouldn't be broken.
Number 6, keep Summer safe. In the same episode as our previous entry, while Rick and Morty are in the battery, the ship is given instructions to protect Summer.
Ship, keep Summer safe.
Keep Summer safe.
When a threatening-looking man becomes aggressive towards Summer, the car uses its defenses to slice the guy into little cubes. Summer prevents the cruiser from taking another life, but that doesn't stop it from paralyzing the guy's buddy.
Summer is safe.
I don't feel safe.
Granted, you could argue the car is the one with dirty hands, That is to say, if cars had hands. But it was Rick who built the cruiser and gave it this directive. You can't charge a car with a crime, we think. But in any case, we're placing the blame for this man's demise on Rick.
You all right?
Number 5, King Jellybean.
How are you today? I'm Mr. Jellybean.
Hi, Mr. Jellybean. I'm Morty. My grandpa and I are on an adventure.
Nice. Is it a fun adventure?
I hope so.
Of all the surprise villains on this show, few caught us off guard quite like Mr. Jellybean. Not only does he come off as friendly at first, he's literally a talking jellybean. How do you get more wholesome than that? Well, things rapidly go from sweet to sour as Mr. Jellybean gets touchy with Morty in a bathroom. A traumatized Morty narrowly escapes by bashing a toilet seat over his head, or whatever you call the top of a jellybean. This merely wounds Mr. Jellybean, who's revealed to be the king of the fairy tale village. Experiencing empathy in a rare moment, Rick pieces together what the Jellybean did to his grandson, and while exiting through a portal, blasts the king into a green, gooey mess. A well-deserved fate. Number 4, Fart. Another surprise villain, this sentient cloud of gas is on Krombopulos Michael's hit list. Along with the assassin, various others get caught in the crossfire as Morty tries to save this gaseous entity, who Rick ever so eloquently dubs Fart.
I like this name, Fart.
Yet Morty also becomes Fart's undoing. Forming a strong bond with Fart, Morty is shocked to learn that his laid-back friend is plotting to wipe out all carbon-based life in the universe.
I'm gonna miss you, Fart. I'm really sorry your name became Fart.
I will be back soon, Morty.
Really?
After I return to the others with this location, we will be back for your cleansing.
Cleansing?
Carbon-based life is a threat to all higher life.
Tearing up, Morty is given no choice but to blast Fart into oblivion mid-song. While Morty prevents any further casualties, this doesn't take away from his guilt or heartache. Not only does Morty lose a friend, but the moral code he abided by is forever thrown into question.
And now we say goodbye.
Morty, why?
Number 3, most of the Vindicators.
We're doing Vindicators too!
In a not-so-subtle parody of the Avengers, the Vindicators recruit Rick for a dangerous mission. Unfortunately for the Vindicators, they piss off Rick, who proceeds to get blackout drunk and traps the entire team in an elaborate series of saw-like traps.
Hello, Vindicators. Welcome to your reckoning, baby! Well, it's official. I had too much to drink last night.
Vance Maximus is the first to go, getting ground up like hamburger meat when he tries to escape. Crocubot meets an equally gruesome fate, getting crushed in another trap. Eventually, the remaining Vindicators turn on each other, with Supernova as the last one standing. In the end, drunk Rick isn't the only one with blood and ants on his hands. Yet, he still acted as a deadly catalyst, bringing out the evil in superheroes.
All of these deaths are on your hands.
Okay, come on, maybe a couple of them, but definitely not the train guy.
All of them.
Number 2, the Embassy Director and Guards. As a pickle, Rick is as deadly as John Wick and John McClane combined. It isn't long until things escalate from exterminating insects and vermin to taking human lives. Pickle Rick gets on the wrong side of some Eastern European agents when he accidentally infiltrates their compound.
Whatever this thing is, it's shaming us.
We have 34 armed guards and we can't kill a pickle.
32 armed guards. He killed 2.
He thus devises a few intricate booby traps, with one agent getting a trophy through the eye, 2 more falling into a pencil pit, and several others getting a taste of Rick's impromptu laser gun. However, the most epic downfall is saved for the agency director. Receiving a lift from Jaguar, Pickle Rick flicks a cigarette from a helicopter, triggering an explosion that smokes the director. The director definitely deserved what he got, but we're not convinced his guards deserved their gruesome fates.
Farewell, Solenia.
What is the point of watching a nihilistic cartoon like this if they're not going to commit a murder or two, right? That might be flawed logic, but anyway, there are many more murders where that came from. So let's look at some honorable or dishonorable mentions, and then we'll check out our top pick.
Okay, well, sometimes science is more art than science, Morty. A lot of people don't get that. We have his Summer as a hostage. Obviously, I get her. You guys play Rick Laser Scissors for the Morty. What the hell is that? Payback.
Everybody remain calm. This is gonna take some explaining.
We need to kill everyone that we can only remember fondly. Who's got a bad memory about Mrs. Refrigerator?
I worked for him. I was his campaign manager. That Morty is not what he seems.
Yeah, well, no Morty seems like a president.
He won?
Yeah, it was a blowout.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Lighthouse Keeper. Upon arriving on a planet that annually partakes in the Purge, Rick is naturally on board for a little mayhem.
Hey, you know what, Morty? Why don't we christen our squeaky clean windshield here by watching a little of this Purge through it?
What? No, what is your problem?
Morty, grow up. If you don't want to watch, don't watch, but, you know, it's my car. Also, if you tell your mom about this, I'll purge you.
By the end of the night, though, it's Morty who ends up showing his dark side. Morty is initially against purging, even befriending a local pacifist who's nice enough to let them use his lighthouse as a beacon. The catch is that Morty has to listen to his tale, a god-awful movie script.
I've never been much for wanting. Blaine, spoken like someone with needs.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, keep going.
When Morty attempts to give him some constructive criticism, the would-be screenwriter flips out and demands they leave his home.
I feel like, we should start our stories where they begin, not start them where they get interested.
Get out.
Robbed of what little patience he had left, Morty gets into the Purge spirit and shoves him down a flight of stairs, resulting in a fatal neck break, and Morty just taunts his corpse.
You just purged.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.